Hey yo, what's goody, all my beautiful people out there in the tube of the U with your boy J Nuck over here at Hookah Nucka, and this is just a random upload. We're not really talking about hookah tonight, as far as like a review or anything like that, but it's gonna tie into the story or this discussion a little bit. Um, as you all know, I live out here in Phoenix, Arizona, and caught some disturbing news yesterday. Um, wow, where do I even begin? I'll first start off by saying I'm not gonna mention any names out of respect to the family, but I guess we'll just dive into it. I heard a story yesterday, and it was about a high school senior at one of the high schools out here in Phoenix, and long story short, he committed suicide on his campus. And the story just really, really got me, got me thinking. And I don't understand why it has to get to that point for some people. And basically, a little bit on the story, this kid was like a top-notch athlete. And he seemed to be in good shape. He didn't look like he had any problems. He seemed like he was popular. I really don't know too much about the kid, but he seemed like he was having a pretty good senior year from the outside looking in. He shot out a tweet in the morning, and it said, "There's going to be a suicide on campus today." So, of course, people caught wind of it, alerted the authorities. He was located in front of the gymnasium of his school. And I believe the first responder was a female. If not, I apologize. But first responder got to him and tried to talk him out of it, something along the lines of, you don't have to do this. Obviously, they didn't release, what exactly was said, but I'm pretty sure it went along those lines. And the first responder was unsuccessful. And the kid pulled out a gun and committed suicide. And it's just, the most troubling part about this whole story is that he was only a high school senior. He had so much life left to live. And I just feel like, he didn't even have a chance. He didn't spend enough time on this earth to really make some solid memories, And it's just so sad to me that, especially for somebody that young, to just take their life just like that, gone. You can't come back and be like, nah, I was just kidding. Once you take your life, that's it. You don't get to come back. And I was having a discussion with one of my coworkers over at Nike. Big shout out to my boy Valentine. He said something that really stuck with me. I never really thought of this, but he was just saying, like, man, if I ever felt like that, I think I would just take a long drive. I wouldn't tell anybody where I was going, turn off my phone, just have time for myself and just really think about what I'm about to do. And 9 times out of 10, I feel like if that were to happen in that situation, maybe the person might decide not to commit suicide, It's hard because I'm going to, share a little bit with you all. I'm going to be a little open. There was a time in my life about 2-3 years ago where I was at my lowest of all lows. And suicide never crossed my mind. It really didn't. And it was a pretty tough time. Before I started reviewing hookah on YouTube, I was into gaming, Call of Duty. And life was good, man. I was doing well. My channel was growing. I was networking. I got noticed. I was sponsored, making money off of the channel. And I was living with the girl of my dreams. Just had a beautiful baby girl. Life was great. Finally was living in a house, not an apartment. Everything seemed like it was going fantastic. And then it all just came to an end, man. I got so blindsided by YouTube and the hunger that I kind of lost sight of my priorities. And just one example is I would be so into getting content from my channel and then editing it. I'd be up very late, sometimes 2 or 3 in the morning, and my girlfriend at the time would go to bed alone. And I just wasn't treating her like the queen that she was. And I really neglected family. Now, I wasn't out partying or doing drugs or drinking or, still taking care of my responsibilities, but I wasn't there emotionally how I should have been. And, when she left me, the hardest part about that was that I did that to myself. And, this was the girl of my dreams. I had the girl of my dreams and I pushed her out of my life myself. During that same time, I lost my job. I was with the company for over 11 years. And I had gotten a couple promotions from day one, or since day one, rather. And every year I'd get a merit increase, which is basically, you're eligible to see how you did the previous year. And if you met the standards and exceeded them, you would get a raise, small raise. So I received mine every year for 11 years. But at a certain point, I stopped taking them promotions because I was working from home. It allowed me to do my job, but then I could also, take time to do YouTube and play video games and all that stuff. And, over the course of time, I guess it started affecting my job slightly, but I was still able to, do my job. Recession hit, and when they looked at the numbers, they saw that they were paying me to do something that they could pay someone else half the money. And therefore I was expendable because obviously I wasn't showing any drive and determination to move up in the company. So how was I really helping them? I was really costing them at that point. I also had a boxer, and around that same time, before all that hit, my boxer died. Just went out to the backyard one day and he wasn't moving. He was gone. It was a pretty rough time for me, and it all hit around the same time. And like I said, that was the lowest of any low I've ever experienced in my life, and I didn't know what to do. Never had been put in a situation like that. Never was battle tested to face anything like that. But through all that, I never once thought of ending my life. What would that do? That would just hurt so many people that I care about in my life. And that's never the answer. It's the easy way out. And, that's just not me. Even though, like, for example, at my job, I just stayed complacent. I don't think I took the easy way out. I was still working hard at what I was doing, and I was able to do my job, but I just didn't put forth the effort to help my company, to show them, hey, you need me because I'm versatile. I can help you in more than one way. I'm worth all these raises that you've been giving me. But it just made me really reflect back on that and think about, that time in my life. And for me, that was the worst, and I still never once did it come across my mind, hey, maybe I should just end it all, And it's just scary, man, when you think about stuff like that, and that there's people out there that actually battle this. They battle with this. Some of them, for some people, it's a daily battle. Why am I still here on earth? Me against the world. It feels like everybody hates me. Nothing goes my way. Nothing goes my way. But I guess what I learned from my situation is just that, as long as you control what you can control, you can make life better. I didn't think I was ever going to rebound from that. I thought I was going to have to move back home to Texas with mom and dad and start over, but I fought to stay out here. I fought to stay out here for my little girl. And, here I am today. I'm at where I'm at. And if I would have took my life, man, that just would have messed up so many things for so many other people. And yeah, man, I really don't understand like why that happens. But you could do something about it if you feel that way. Something I do every morning when I wake up to brush my teeth and get my day started, I literally look in the mirror and I say something good about myself. And ever since I started doing that, it's helped. Life has been a lot better. Things that used to bug me don't bug me anymore. And it's not solely because of that, but I just started practicing good habits and positive things and looking at life in a positive light and turning negatives into positives, and it really does help. Um, I think if I ever was to have those thoughts, though, I would do exactly what my coworkers said and just don't tell anybody. Take a drive and just clear my mind and kind of think. Is this really what you want to do, man? And think about the consequences. Something else that I do every day is before I go to bed at night, at the end of every day, I take time to reflect and ask myself, what did you do today? And find the positives. Because you do something positive every day. Even if you don't leave your house, you still do something positive. You can always find positives in something you did every day. And I load up a bowl, smoke some hookah, and just reflect on what I did, you know? And it helps. It really does help. It lets me know that I'm not a loser, you know? So, I don't know, man. We gotta be better as humanitarians. We all gotta do our part. And, doing our part is not throwing a like on this video or sharing it. Doing our part is going out and having these conversations with people we care about and just let them know that, hey, I care about you, man, or I got love for you. Just wanted you to know. We should do that if that's how we truly feel. We got to do better, man. We got to do better. So that's pretty much all I wanted to speak with you all about tonight. Um, Wanted to share a little bit of me with you, and you know, even if it's just one person maybe that sees this video that was contemplating taking their life, I hope my words were enough to make you think different. Because I care about you. I wouldn't be making this video and trying to reach out to you, that one person. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't care. And I don't want to see another life go for no reason. You know, we can't. We're better than that, and we're fighters. We're born to be fighters. You think about it. When you were conceived, you were one of millions of sperm that were trying to make it to your mom's egg, and you made it because you're a fighter. You already won the biggest race of your life before you were even born and stepped foot on the earth. So, for that reason alone, know that you're here for a reason, you know? Just some food for thought, but I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and finish my session and go ahead and go on to bed. I want to thank you all for taking time out to hear my words tonight. I really do appreciate it. And let's be better. Let's do better and let's be better. And just tell somebody that you really care about. Let them know. Let them know how you feel. Let them know that you do care about them, and you never know who you're impacting or who you're helping. Have a good night.